Did you see that the Tampa Bay area, did you see we're now making national news again as the TSA says that someone tried to bring an emotional support snake on an airplane at TIA?
Now, my favorite part is the TSA scanner machine footage.
It's the X-ray machine. It's the
they don't call it an X-ray machine.
It is it's the X-ray machine. It's the belt at TSA security. You put your bag on the belt. It's an X-ray machine.
What'd you call it? A screener, security?
Screener, scanner, thingamajigging,
Yes, that's what I called it. And MJ says it's an X-ray machine.
It is an X-ray machine.
All right, fine. It probably is.
So the TSA says that a traveler tried to bring an emotional support boa constrictor.
Because they're going to squeeze you when you're sad. Like give you a big, tight hug.
Big hugs.
But those things kill you?
A boa? Yeah, a boa.
Yeah.
A boa can kill you. I mean, if they can strangle you.
This is a 4-foot boa. I'd fight a 4-foot boa.
A spokesperson for the TSA tweeted about the incident. It happened at Tampa International last month. A woman had a snake in her carry-on luggage that went on the conveyor belt at TSA. I don't see what airside it was, but put the screened bag on the belt. It went through the scanner machine, and the TSA sees this coiled up snake on the X-ray image. The woman claimed that her snake's name was Bartholomew.
Did it look like a... never mind.
It was in her carry-on bag. The snake was detected when the bag went through the X-ray machine, Fester.
All right, fine.
Spokesman said the TSA contacted the airline, which said that she could not bring the snake on board an aircraft.
It looks like a large intestine in the X-ray machine.
It does. Just all coiled up.
Numerous passengers were heard saying,
I have had it with these mother snakes on this mother plane.
Amen.
I've never seen that movie.
Me and Fester did a sneak preview for it.
I remember that back in the day.
You know what? It was
Awesome.
awful.
I've never seen snakes on a plane. So, but here we go. This story is being talked about nationwide. I'm sure it's going to be on Good Morning America this morning. I'm sure it's going to be on the Today Show. And, of course, right here at Tampa International Airport. According to the TSA, the snake was 4 feet in length, which is a small boa, right? So is it a baby boa? Is
like a
Bartholomew just a little baby boa?
Baby.
Is that
How
it?
cute.
Yeah. There's a danger noodle in that bag. Our officers at Tampa International Airport didn't find this hysterical.
Awful.
I'm reading the Instagram post from the TSA. So the TSA is trying to be all cutesy wootsy here.
Okay,
so,
I don't mean to dive into the X-ray, not X-ray discussion here, debate between you and Fester.
Yeah.
But if it's in color, doesn't that mean it's not an X-ray? It's something
No,
else?
it's an X-ray, but the machines that they use at the airport have the contrasts and the colors to help show the densities of certain items, and that's how they can see, potentially.
Some other machines operating there in conjunction with that X-ray machine.
No, but the X-ray, it's an X-ray machine, but that technology, it produces a colorized image.
Gotcha.
Didn't you start that sentence with, I don't want to get involved with you guys arguing over what it's called, but then you completely do.
Let me read the Instagram post from these clever writers at the TSA, because when you think of really clever writing,
Yes.
you think of the Transportation and Security Administration.
Bunch of people in blue shirts just making jokes.
There's a danger noodle in that bag. Officers at Tampa International Airport didn't find this hysterical. Coiled up in a passenger's carry-on was a 4-foot boa constrictor. We really have no adoration for discovering any pet going through an X-ray machine. This is in the Instagram post, blah, blah, blah. And the woman said that it was her emotional support boa, and the airline was whatever she was flying on. I guess she was on a flight
to Newark.
From Tampa to Newark International, to Newark Liberty. And The airline that she was traveling on does not allow snakes, and apparently
I did not know this.
no airline permits you to travel with a snake, even if you have it in like an appropriate carry bag, or if you make a reservation or you actually book a pet. You're not allowed to bring a snake on a plane.
So snakes, are they? I wonder if they're allowed on trains, because if not, that would mean that everywhere snakes are traveling around the country is in vehicles, cars. If they're not allowed on planes.
No, okay, so they're not allowed to be carried on a plane.
Right.
But some airlines allow you to transport your snake.
In checked luggage?
A few, according
What?
to this,
Right.
according to the TSA, right here, it says, no airline allows you to carry a snake on your luggage. However, a few airlines allow snakes in checked bags if they are packaged correctly.
What is the correct packaging for a snake?
I mean,
Can I
in
make
your
a
luggage?
statement about this?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
If you're a snake guy, you're stupid.
I know.
Even if you own a snake as a pet, what do
You ever
do-
see
what
the
are you
folks
doing?
walking around like some kind of art festival? You've got one of those, seriously.
With a viper on his neck?
Yeah, well, a boa or what is the other one?
Python.
Python. Thank you, Andrew. No, but I've seen like people, or the people that walk around festivals with big parrots on their shoulder.
Dude,
you ever
yeah,
see
you
that?
just need so much attention.
The Renaissance Festival, or like some kind of St. Pete art show.
Growing up in St. Petersburg,
Yeah.
I went to the Wagon Wheel Flea Market
Right.
a lot.
Yeah.
It was my dad's thing, like on a Saturday. Let's go to the Wagon Wheel. And without fail, 2 or 3 guys with just snake man just walking around the flea market.
With
And I've
the
never heard him
snake-
called Death Noodle.
A death
That's
noodle.
that's what they called him in the story, right?
Yeah, there's a death noodle or a something like that in the bag.
Weird.
No,
Looks like a dude.
Hang on, the terminology was danger noodle.
Danger.
Not death noodle.
So it looks more like a turd than a snake, doesn't it?
It's like a large.
I'd be like, who went on the conveyor belt?
We just stop, guys. That's gross. Stop. But the image of the snake, it's all coiled up inside the carry-on luggage. And listen, we've had certain things, get through. Like Julian had like a pocket knife that got through. But then other times, I've had like a razor blade, for instance, that I had. For instance, when I was cutting stories out of like newspapers,
we'd always carry razor blades with us.
we'd use a little razor blade. Just what the hell was that?
That was my glasses hitting the microphone.
Oh my!
Ooh,
All right,
that's bad.
Let me turn that off.
Thank you.
All right. So the razor blade was a pretty common tool for us when we used to cut little articles out of the newspaper, and sometimes one would get into my carry-on bag. So I've years ago I had a razor blade found in one of my bags. This is before 9/11, I think.
I remember you yelling at Fester for dull razor blades almost every day.
Yeah. All right. So Tampa International, snakes on a plane.